Today, I'd like to talk about the exposing factors with using sunscreens, how toxic it is to actually use chemical-based sunscreens. It's summertime. The medical profession recommends that everybody slather sunscreen on their skin at least twice a day. The main concern that I have is with the babies, the children, all of these toxic chemicals that are involved in these sunscreens. So today I just want to bring awareness to everybody. The active ingredients are going to be the ones that are extremely toxic. And actually the inactive ingredients are going to be extremely toxic. Most people cannot even tell you or even read the words in most sunscreens that they purchase over the counter. And I'm not talking about the natural sunscreens. I'm talking about the ones you're going to find in the pharmacies and the grocery stores and the majority of the ones people are using. As a matter of fact, sunscreens are so toxic. I've talked to many women that have had the spray sunscreens in their purses, and some of it is leaked out and literally melted their sunglasses and melted holes in their purse and destroyed anything that was made of plastic that was inside their purse. Now, why on earth would you use that on a child or on yourself? One of the most common ingredients in sunscreens is called Oxybenzone. Oxybenzone is an endocrine disrupting chemical. Now that means it's a chemical that disrupts your hormones in your body and acts almost like an estrogen. It's responsible in clinical trials for increased risks and increased rates of melanoma. It's been found to lower the birth weight of girls. It's also been linked to allergies, hormone disruption, cell damage, and skin cancer. Avobenzone is used to absorb the UVB rays. Now, the research suggests avobenzone degrades in the sun, resulting in the release of free radicals on your skin that actually increases the risk of skin cancer. Also, avobenzone has been linked to severe allergic responses on the skin. Have you ever noticed sometime you put on sunscreen? I notice this. I see people spray sunscreen all over the place. I try to stand downwind because one of the worst sunscreens is the aerosol ones where you actually breathe the chemicals in too. And then all of a sudden, 30 minutes later, I'll see people breaking out with rashes, or they'll have like pimple-like things all over their skin. So it happens a lot. Another ingredient that you want to look for on the label when you're looking at sunscreen is parabens. That could be methylparaben, butylparaben, propylparaben. Parabens are commonly used as preservatives in sunscreens and a variety of personal care and beauty products as well. They are also endocrine and estrogen disruptors, and parabens in clinical trials have been associated with infertility, sterility, abnormal development of the testes in kids, obesity, asthma, allergies, benign tumors of the uterus, and digestive tract cancer, as well as breast cancer. So make sure that you always use paraben-free beauty products and sunscreens. The next ingredient that you're going to see on most toxic sunscreen labels is fragrance. Now that sounds like a real natural, they must extract these from rose or jasmine or something like that. And the reason why is the FDA actually allows chemical companies to use the word fragrance to hide their proprietary blend of chemicals. If you see the word fragrance, just know that it can have up to 1,500 toxic chemicals hidden behind that name, including petroleum. So they're all grouped together under the term fragrance. It almost assures that the product is going to have what's called phthalates. Phthalates are dangerous chemical compounds that directly affect reproductive health, breast tissue, infertility, sterility. It's an endocrine disrupting chemical. When I say endocrine disrupting chemical, that means it can affect your thyroid gland, your breast tissue, your ovaries, your pituitary, your intestinal tract, all of the endocrine glands, the adrenal glands. It's really the most important system in your body, the endocrine system, because it regulates everything. And what we're seeing is those decrease your testosterone, increase your estrogen, and when you have increased estrogen content, you put yourself at a high risk for cancer. Also, fragrance is associated with early puberty in females. A few of the other toxic ingredients you want to look for in your sunscreen is homosalate, nanozinc, titanium dioxide, propylene glycol is another one that's in a lot of sunscreens, retinol palmitate. Now that has been taken out of the majority of sunscreens, but it still is actually in some sunscreens, so be on the lookout for those ingredients. So what is the solution? What do we do about this? I always like to give everybody solutions. How do I protect myself from the sun, and how do I avoid harmful chemicals? My kids are always out playing. What do I do? Well, first of all, wear a hat. If you're going to be in the sun all day, be in the sun responsibly. There's clothing now that has ultraviolet protection factors that you can wear. It's called UPF. What I like to do is I like to wear a long sleeve, white, very thin cotton shirt. Most people don't know that an organic cotton shirt, just a white, organic, breathable cotton shirt or linen, has a natural sun protection factor of about 25. So that is actually really good without having to, pour tons of sunscreen on my skin. Now, there are some organic, natural sunscreens that are chemical, fragrance-free, paraben-free, vegan-based. I highly recommend you look online, look at some of those organic sunscreen options that are available, and just choose one. It's all really about going chemical-free. You know what I mean? It's all the chemicals that are man-made and synthetic that are damaging the earth, damaging the atmosphere, damaging our bodies. Our whole goal really is just to start eliminating those, and it's education, reading the label, and understanding what those chemicals are, and just finding natural replacements or organic replacements for those. Another thing I recommend is that pretty much everybody takes a vitamin D supplement, a good natural vitamin D3 supplement. Recently, there's been talk about what can we use or put on our skin that's organic, that's an oil, that has a natural sun protection factor. The two that I like, the ones that I think are going to work the best, are red raspberry seed oil, and the second one is going to be carrot seed oil. Now you can actually do a mix of both and shake it up. They both are the strongest natural organic oils with a natural SPF factor of around 28. So another thing you can do is just drink lots of water, eat healthy, try not to drink a lot of alcohol when you're out in the sun because that's going to dehydrate your skin, and just be more responsible about being out in the sun. So I hope you've learned a lot today as far as the toxic effects of sunscreen, why I would recommend that you never put chemical-based sunscreen on your skin. And I hope you have a great time in the sun. The sun is not something to fear. The sun gives life to everything. Hey, thanks for watching. For more information on living a healthier lifestyle, check out more videos below. You can also subscribe to our channel and shop our supplements at globalhealingcenter.com.